Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How are you all doing? Welcome to the start of a brand new Medieval Kingdoms Total War 1212 AD campaign. We're back on Total War Attila. We're back on the 1212 AD mod. Here today, we're going to be playing as the Grand Duchy of Serbia. So, if you like the sound of that, feel free to leave the video a like, subscribe if you're new around here with notifications on, and let me know in the comments feedback and suggestions for the series where you'd like me to expand and conquer. If this video can say hit 500 likes within 24 hours, I will do a double upload here today and release the second video instantly. If not, you just have to wait a little bit longer for this next upload. A lot of you guys in the comments wanted me to play as the Grand Duchy of Serbia, and I kind of liked it. It was a bit of a sort of a hipster choice, a little bit something different rather than playing as Sicily, which might be coming up in the not too soon future, maybe even the Sultanate of Rum as well. But yeah, let me know where you'd like me to expand and conquer. Serbia, obviously can't play them in default Medieval 2, so something a little bit different. So, the main objective for this series is to build a massive Slavic superstate. So we probably want to try and reclaim Belgrade, push up here. The Serbian kingdom managed to occupy territory all the way up through here and through here as well, down through the Danube. So let's have a look at the Grand Duchy of Serbia. So our faction leader is Stefan. We've also have the religion of Orthodox Christianity. Kings in all but name. We've got some really nice stats here. Battle movement speed for cavalry +3. Autonomy minus 50% upkeep cost. For garrison buildings. That's nice. Serbian shock tactics, 20% charge bonus and 3% speed for cavalry. Nice, nice, nice. And factionalism, -2 integrity when in your own or allied territory. Okay, that's cool. Looking at our faction strengths, we have exceptional cavalry, but we do lack very heavy infantry. So the main objective for this series is to build a massive Slavic super state, take control of the Balkans under Serbia. We could later on push into Anatolia, try and remove the Turks, and then we might go on crusade and kill some Ayyubids. How does that sound, guys? Let me know in the comments what you think about that. Let's have a quick look at Serbia and what we're working with. So, like I said, we do have a lot of good cavalry, which is fantastic. I can't wait to create some horse sandwiches. Right, so we have King Stefan. Holy shit! Look at that grey beard. Fantastic. Generals units here, spearmen. Here are some of them. They look quite cool. We've also got some polearms, melee infantry. That's not too bad. Archers, bowmen, crossbowmen, skirmishers. Our main bread and butter for this series is going to be our cavalry. So, without further ado, I'll see you guys on the campaign map once we load in. Okay guys, welcome to the campaign map. Here are the mod credits, of course. You're most welcome to pause and read them. So I've got to say a huge thank you to the 1212 AD mod team for sending me a copy of the mod and making this Let's Play possible. So I really do appreciate it that they did that for me. Alright, still no update on when the mod's going to be released, by the way. I don't know, and I don't think the mod team knows either. So, yeah, that's that question out of the way. Right, so we currently start off with 2 settlements as Serbia. I guess this is Nish, I think that's how you say that, and Raz, or Raz, I'm not entirely sure how to say it. I'm pretty sure it's Nish. Up in the north, Belgrade is currently under the control of Hungary. We want to try and take that as quick as we can. So, diplomacy-wise, we currently have a military alliance with Hungary, which is interesting, seeing as they are Catholic Christianity and we're Orthodox, of course. So we want to try and expand in the Balkans as quick as possible. We do have the Kingdom of Croatia, who are currently puppets of the Kingdom of Hungary. I would like to take them out at some point. Maybe even betray Hungary as well. Pushing further south, we have Epirus, we can definitely gobble up, and the Zaldam of Bulgaria. That might be potentially my first target. We've also got these guys just north of the Danube, Walchia, I think that's how you say it, and we've got the Kuman Khanate further up in the north as well. So I think we'll try and target Bulgaria, maybe try and blitzkrieg them as quickly as possible, because we want to try and get an entire region here. Oh, that's a gold mine there, that's really crucial to take. I think maybe knocking out Bulgaria is probably our best bet, unless Croatia gets overthrown or potentially breaks away from Hungary. Because at the moment we're kind of split, we're kind of divided. We haven't even got a major settlement there. No, we don't. So we'll try and build up our Slavic superstate in the Balkans, knocking out Epirus, Bulgaria, Croatia, maybe pushing north to Hungary, Austria. I want to try and push into Anatolia as well, take Constantinople, remove the Sultanate of Rum, and we might even go on crusade and smash some Ayyubids later on. Let me know if you like the sound of that. Maybe even taking Jerusalem or Alexandria or something. Okay, so looking at our army build, let's see what we're working with. So we currently have King Stefan here. We'll go into the family tree in a moment. 2 units of spearmen, 4 units of archers, 3 units of skirmishers, and then we have our Balstanic lancers. Okay, so we want to try and get a couple more of them. Like I said, I want them to be the bread and butter of the series. Let's also try and get some more professional swordsmen, but it's going to take quite some time before we can get a professional army operating. We've got a fortified town here in Nish, and we also have some wheat fields. I could upgrade that, but checking at our current granary reserves, we have a food surplus of 204, so doing that is just going to increase squalor, and especially seeing as we don't have a region capital, could be a problem. We've got an Orthodox church here as well. I think I'm going to stay Orthodox. We could maybe go Catholic or something a bit different, but I think we'll stay Orthodox. You can't not play as Serbia, not stay Orthodox. Come on. Okay, at the moment, Orthodox Church, I think I'm quite happy with that for now. We could always convert to the wine resource and trade that out. That's not too bad, and getting that sanitation as well. But is it worth 1,500? Probably not. Alright, we'll try and get this army done. We'll probably try and recruit another one here as well. So, tech-wise, what we want to work with, getting better complexes. Army-wise, I think we're sort of good. Dairy farm, olive, wheat. Maybe getting better sanitation's a good idea as well. Fur market in, wine trader. Because I want to try and get these. I believe there's also like there's a lot of resources here in the Balkans, so maybe trying to work them, as we're better off going down that path. Okay. Objectives wise, we have none, and decisions wise either. We want to obviously create the Kingdom of Serbia. The script isn't in here, of course. So if we could sort of push up here, try and take historically what was the Kingdom of Serbia. Alright, looking at our faction, let's see what we're working with. We currently have King Stefan, 47 years of age. Look how fantastic he looks. I love the sigil as well. So looking at the major religions in our province, Catholic Christianity is up there at 30%. Christianity, a different, I don't even know what that is. Judaism there as well. So I currently have 3 sons. Stefan, who's 20. I don't know why he's my son and heir. He's 14. We probably should just give it to Stefan. There's probably some historical reason, but I can't see why that would be the case, unless it's like different declaring of heirs. We've got Stefan, Savia. It sounds like a song. Stefan, Savia. Oh my god, great. So we've got a couple of other nobles here as well, and we'll try and get married. We'll try and get the king married off, and his son and heir. Okay, so let's bring the prince into the fold. So I imagine it's just Stefan. So we've got a couple of other nobles here. Vladislav, Roman. Who else have we got? Yeah, so let's bring in Stefan, our son and heir, and we'll try and get him to start recruiting some troops. At the moment, we've got a big enough war chest. That will be alright. It's just time consuming. Look at that, 3 turns to get a bloody 3 swordsmen. That's crazy. So it's going to take a couple turns for us to build up. Alright, let's sort by attitude and negotiate with some kingdoms. Maybe even we can do the Simpzy cheese strat and try and get some money off people. Croatia! Give me money. Yes. So we'll go around and try and squeeze out some money from other vassals. And we might... Oh, actually, we probably should look for marriages now, thinking about it. Let's go around the world and see if there's any potential bachelorettes rather, for our king and prince. Oh, looks like we've only got 5 factions here. Okay. So, the Kingdom of Hungary in the north, we can arrange a marriage to Margaret. She's 37, cunning Stefan. We could marry into the Hungarian royal line. I don't mind the sound of that. Strengthening our ties. Maybe marrying into Poland or something, or maybe further up here with the Rus. I'm not entirely sure. She's 38. She might have some offspring, but I'm not. Look, I'm happy to marry her to Stefan, the king, because she's 37. I've already got 3 legitimate heirs, so even if she doesn't have any children, it won't really bother me. We probably can get a massive payment out of Hungary. We could even get military access with them if we want to try and circumnavigate some units and cut them off, because they do tend to get war decked in this series by the Eastern Kuman, Khanate, and Horse Lords. So we'll demand 5,000 from them, and we'll also get some military access on top of that. Accepted! We've managed to massively sweeten our coffers, and if we can get like a little cheeky 1.2, or just a little bit more, you'd be fucking laughing. Nah, not applicable. Okay, let's negotiate with Epirus and try and get some finances out of them. It looks like they're not overly too inclined to give me much. We can seem to get trade rights with Bulgaria. Even though they're probably my first target, I don't mind trying to get a small amount of money from them. Go like that. Yeah. I don't want to sign a non-aggression pact. Oh, wow. This has actually opened up the world a bit here. Austria, Bohemia, Silesia, Poland, and the Cumans. Let's try and throw out some non-aggression pacts, I think. Bohemia's interested in a non-aggression pact, so let's try and get that signed and over the line, along with Austria. I potentially don't want to go to war with the Holy Roman Empire, so getting these relations over the line and done is a smart move, if I do say so myself. Cool. I think we're done with diplomacy for now. Okay, so we're still slowly but surely getting more recruitment where we can. I can upgrade our settlement to a border fort. It's probably not too much of a bad idea. Belgrade is in its own thing of Pannonia as well, because it's a little bit all over the place if you want to try and take a full territory. And we can't issue any further edicts as well. 9,000, upgrading that. It's probably not worth to do that as well. I think we'll just try and get a massive war chest, get these 2 armies up and running, and I think we probably should try and hit Bulgaria as quickly as possible. Hit them hard, be relentless, and hopefully we'll be victorious. Just trying to like blitzkrieg them further in the south. Ah, they do have these guys in the north as a puppet. Okay, so we're either going to go against Bulgaria or Croatia. We'll just have to see how the turns unfold. Oh no, we can issue some edicts. I've managed to put in some governors here before we ended the turn, so we can probably speed up our recruitment, I'd say. Yeah, there we go. Army recruitment capacity +2. And we can do the same. So we can even issue edicts even if we don't have the entire territory. Okay, so that should change things up a bit now. So we should be able to get a couple more. Maybe the edict has to be issued next turn, but we can get this off and rolling. Okay, cool. Let's end the turn and continue as the Grand Duchy of Serbia. So yeah, guys, let me know in the comments feedback and suggestions for the series. Leave the video a like. It really helps out a bunch if you haven't already. Leave a dislike as well. I really couldn't care. You're going to do whatever you want anyway. Let me know in the comments where you'd like me to expand and conquer. I think we should continue to build the Kingdom of Serbia. But apart from that, taking Constantinople can be debatable. Maybe pushing against the Turks and going on crusade as well. Okay, the Kunai... Okay, Kunai, I've been playing too much Apex Legends. Khanate of Bulgaria are at war with the Cumans, the Mongols as well, and our raising edict has come through as well. Good, let's try and spam these out and get these off and rolling. Okay, cool. So it looks like Bulgaria already seems to be posturing on their border. There's not really too much else we can do. We've got a little bit of public order degradation. And yeah, I'm kind of surprised that Hungary is military allied with us. To be honest, I don't know the historical context for that, but it's a massive, massive upside to have them in the north. Maybe them being our puppets might be more realistic. I don't know. But no, we are a free and independent kingdom. In all but name, basically. The Fifth Crusade has been called. Pope Innocent III has proclaimed a new crusade to free the Holy Land from the Saracens. Okay, at the Fourth Council, various Catholic rulers will soon be asked to join the crusade. Although their intended target is unknown. We do know for a fact that it's Cairo. Okay, so we've got a couple of developments here. The Kuman Khanate are at war with Vladimir. And Epirus is at war with Bulgaria. Ah, good. We might be able to jump in on this. So Epirus is currently at war with, Bulgaria and their allies. Cool. We might even be able to, like, offer them something to join their war. Okay, so we're still slowly but surely getting up our recruitment. We've got these skirmishes here, which I probably want to try and get rid of at some point, eventually. But we've got a mass recruitment going on here. We'll try and get 2 full stacks before we intervene, I would say. I don't know if this is the best edict, though. Military experience and morale's not too bad. Maybe I'm getting some buffs. We've still got like 14k in the bank. We can't negotiate with any other factions, I don't believe, just yet. So we just need to bide our time, build up our forces. Once we've got a full stack and maybe a halfer, we can push down into Skopje, take the gold mine, and try and take the entirety of this province. And we'll try and get a battle here today. Oh, here we go. Welcome to the turn phase. Your ally has declared war upon another faction and calls for help. The Kingdom of Hungary and Croatia have declared war. Wow, okay, so they are no longer the puppets of Bulgaria. Why is that? Oh, well, it looks like we're going to be crossing the Danube potentially here today if they come out and attack me. Has Hungary lost territory in Carpathia? No, they haven't. Anyway, we'll enter war on our allies' side. They want a peace treaty straight up. I want to go for Bulgaria, that's the thing. They've just been war decked out here. No, let's decline that because we are actually in striking range to take Targo. So we probably should go for it, I reckon. However, it does open us up slightly to the hordes in the east. Regardless, the Pope has called a crusade for Cairo, calling upon all righteous Catholics to take up the cross. Side note, we are Orthodox, so we don't have to abide. I guess this is just a general world event, I guess. But the Pope has called a crusade on Cairo. His Holiness hopes that the conquest of Egypt will provide for a staging ground to retake the rest of the Holy Land for Christianity. I don't know if it's still bugged in this version of the game, so it could potentially be. So we don't have to go for it. We don't care what the Pope thinks. It is expected that the great powers of the Catholic world will take up the cross and unite to invade Egypt. So potentially Croatia, Hungary might leave their lands. We might be able to gobble them up while they're away. So, and they've actually gone and done it straight up here, eh? Look at this. The Kingdom of Hungary has been committed to the crusade. They've declared war upon the Ayyubid Sultanate and the Sharifate of Mecca. Let's enter war on ally side, I guess, the Fifth Crusade. So, Serbia is at war with the Ayyubids. Okay, so Kiev is at war with Poland. Poland strong. Okay, where are we going? And, wow, Hungary was the only one to join. Really? There must be more. No, it's just what I could see. King of Jerusalem, Serbia, France, Burgundy, Croatia, Hungary, and the Holy Roman Empire have pledged to declare troops for the conflict. Okay guys, welcome to the top of the turn. So, we currently have just shy of, so we've got 18 units in Nish at the moment, and my son and heir has recruited 6. So we are in striking range of Targo. So, if we stop recruiting this, can we actually push over the border here? So it does lend itself to the region of Carpathia, up here in like, what is this, like Romania or something? Pushing over the Danube. So we've got a couple of options. They've been absolutely war-decked. They've been thrown out of their puppet status by Bulgaria, as I think what's happened is Bulgaria war-decked Cyprus, and then for some reason they didn't come in, or they got war-decked, and look at this. Look, oh my god! Poor Radu. This is the face of a defeated man. So, we've got a couple of options. We can push over here and take it. It might overextend our position, but it's only 150 per turn. And it does leave us with a bordering province with the Kuman Khanate, which I want to try and avoid. If we get some sort of non-aggression pact before we push over, it could be a good idea. We could potentially puppet them, as they are Orthodox Christianity brethren. But I think I want to try and take it for myself. So, let's see how well we can move here. So we can... The thing is, right, is Hungary going to get there before me, or is someone going to get there before me in the south? Do I think that's enough? I want to try and rally up. I think it's probably our best bet. So, what I'll do is I'll move you out here, and we'll send the prince to send over reinforcements. So we've got a proper, strong fighting army. We'll get rid of those skirmishes and put them into this other force, and we'll get these other guys in. So, that should leave us with a full stack. 2 units of spearmen, a whopping 2, 4, 6, 8, 11 swordsmen, 4 units of archers, and 4 units of cavalry. It's not quite the perfect army build for this series, but it's definitely competitive enough to wipe anyone off the map. Alright, let's allow Stefan to move further back to Graz. We do have military access with the Hungarians, so they're not going to be too mattered. Yeah, it takes 3 turns to recruit 1, but we get a slight bonus there. So we've got 14k in the bank. We are hemorrhaging a little bit of money, but it's not really an issue, I say. Would they accept peace? No. Issa, I was just curious to see if they would accept some turns. Alright, let's end the turn and push north over the Danube. Okay guys, welcome to the top of the turn. The Kingdom of Serbia. For many years, the Grand Prince of Serbia has been attempting to secure the title of king from the Pope. Okay, so I guess we have to ask the Pope for the title, and long last, the papal legate has arrived to the crown ruler of Serbia as king. You become the Kingdom of Serbia. Are we officially the Kingdom of Serbia? We are too! Oh, fantastic! Pope Innocence, I love you! Good old Popey. So, that could be a reason for us to flip to Catholic Christianity if we wanted to, but I don't know why that's what... Does the Catholic Pope have the legal capacity to crown an Orthodox king? Maybe. Let me know in the comments. Okay, cool. So let's have our first piece of military action. Let's move Prince Stefan down to Raz or Rash. And let's get some more swordsmen on the way, I'd say. Yeah, look at that. Cool, get another 5. Alright, let's push to the border of the Danube here. And there seems to be a full stack in the north. For my own curiosity, I was just wanted to see what they're working with militia there as well. If we are to surround and fight, we could just force a siege. It's going to be walled. I can't actually see 15 units. We're going to outnumber them. And besides, even if we do hold them there, we don't have the odds in our favour. We can siege them out for a turn as well. Anyway, Radu, Ivan. Right, let's build some siege equipment here. So, we're coming up against 5 militia, 2 archers, skirmishers, a couple of skirmish cav as well. 5 units of archers. Alright, so let's continue the siege. We'll hold them out. It does look like Hungary are going to try and march south. What I'll do is I'll set a co-war target down there, so hopefully they can muster and move their troops. The only other faction, yeah, so it's only them. They could be coming to our aid. I can't negotiate with any other factions, can I? Ooh. Maybe getting alliances with Bohemia might be a good idea. Just to create a bit of a buffer zone, because we don't want Hungary to get war decked by the Holy Roman Empire, you know? Yeah, let's go with that. Defensive. Rejected. Okay. But it's definitely realistic that it could happen at some time. Okay, cool. Let's continue on our recruitment. Not really too much else we can do here as well. Let's continue the siege in the north. Let's, in the turn, we got some unassigned skills for my governors. We want to try and go down to bureaucrat and builder straight away, unless they've got some sort of buff. Replenishment for my, nah, not good enough. If they had some innate building and construction taxes bonus, it's always worth chucking them in first before going down the bureaucrat tree. Alright, we still seem to be holding them out here. It does look like Hungary's coming down to aid. And, oh! The Kuman Confederacy want a non-aggressional pact. I'm more than happy to sign that and give them the money for that, because I was looking for that before we pushed over the border here, because we will be bordering with them, which would could create some animosity between us, the Serbs, and the Horse Lords. Okay, the Patriarch requests we build a church to help the spread of religion. Furthermore, okay, so I don't think we can even build any forces anyway. So, we're still currently sieging them out. We haven't taken any attrition for them. It's going to be one more turn before Hungarian reinforcements come. I think we should just wait. Like, we can fight and push it, of course. But they don't seem to be taking any losses. The thing is, right, we can either wait a turn, they're going to attack us, we're going to have the advantage, or Hungary's going to potentially come down and help us. So, to be honest, I'm actually just... I'm more than happy to sit back, relax, and allow further reinforcements. We are hemorrhaging a little bit of money, but once we start conquering this territory, we're going to go into a bit of a deficit, because we're just trying to spam out units. So, once we get rid of these guys, we'll push down into Bulgaria. How does that sound? Okay, let's end the turn and continue. Will they come out against me? Or will they wait a turn and allow Hungary to close upon them? Hungary have moved up an army, but I don't think they're in striking range, unfortunately. Yeah, they seem to be camped out, and the other two are falled further back. Oh well, no matter. We can still aggressively push the city if we need to. Build... I didn't do that. Mongol invasion. The Mongol Empire. Word has arrived. A great power rising in the east. The Mongols are coming. Austria and Bohemia are at war. Uh-oh. Yeah, I was just checking if we were subject to the Pope, but we're not. Okay, those forces are nearly on their way. We're still hemorrhaging a little bit of money. Bulgaria is still dealing with their war with Epirus, and it does look like the Hungarian host that's come down isn't going to help us out. Alrighty then, guys, let's get stuck into the first battle of today's video. I'm curious to see how... Oh, Hungary's come in. Ah, perfect. Not as much as I would have liked, but better than none. I'm curious to see how well the Serbian professional army does, to be honest. Alright, let's get stuck into them here now. So they have 3,500, and we have 3,700. The Hungarians, under Bank, 2 units of spears, some sergeants, Hungarian knights, will allow them to push in and do most of the fighting and the dying, but we're gonna have to really go in ourselves. We've got a really good, we've actually got a really good army for sieges. 2 units of spears, which is fine. The most of our 11 units of swordsmen. Like, our army consists of swordsmen, which is fantastic. Alright, 4 units of archers, 4 units of cavalry. We're going to be able to arc our shot, unlike in the Kingdom of Jerusalem series. We're going to be able to rain fire and death upon the enemy. They've only got spearmen as well. They've got nowhere near the professional-styled army we have, even though we lack late, heavier melee. But we can always make up for that. if we wanted to convert to like Christianity or something, we could bring in some Templar Knights or something. But I don't know, let me know in the comments. I think we should stay Orthodox. I personally think, but I kind of like to flirt with the notion of Christian Serbs. But I kind of like that the AI calculated that the co-world war target was a need. Maybe Hungary didn't want to commit more troops. Maybe they knew it was going to be a bit of a slog. Alright, let's start the deployment there on the dry battlefield. Whoa, spinning out of control. Okay, so what's the best way to attack? Probably on this far side. We've managed to get some small amount of RNG. We've managed to take out 4 towers here. And that gives us a lot of zone of control there to sort of push without archer fire. And it naturally looks like most of them are going to be there. Where are the Hungarians deploying as well? They're deploying on this far side. So if we aggressively push here, maybe send some units around the back. Might not be a bad idea. Alright, so let's move you here up to this battering ram. We might even send one here. I don't think we should put them on the far. We could put one ladder there just to distract people. It might be a good idea. So we'll put like 2 here, for example, and another one here. I should have more siege equipment, shouldn't I? Damn it. We could have. That's a bit of a folly on my part. I thought they would have attacked me. Alright, so, but no matter. Right, pull here. Pull there. They're going to be able to take that. I could I was going to say I could allow swordsmen to do it, but I'm not. Okay, we'll try and get you then to hit like here, say. You can go there. What I can do is maybe put some military presence on this side. For example, just chucking some spears there. They're probably not going to be useful in this fight anyway. So we'll go with a loose formation with you. And heavy shot's probably going to be one of the very few battles where it's probably not going to be useful. Because most of the enemy opposition is lightly armoured with either cloth or leather. So it's probably not the best tactic to do so. So we've got some reinforcements here as well. We'll try and stick them close, like respectively there. And we'll try and send like 2 horsemen here or something. And then we'll put King Stefan here. Alrighty, let's get stuck into it. I think I'm happy with this rough deployment for now. So let's have a look at the Serbian forces. Actually, let's start the battle and then pause. There we go. To get rid of that massive button. Right, this is the first time I've actually seen the Serbian soldiers here. So here is King Stefan of the Kingdom of Serbia. I really do like the sigils and the colours. Here are some other Serbian cavalry. Nice! Something a little bit different, a little bit inspired by the Empire of Nicaea, the Byzantiums. Looking at these foot soldiers, looking at their unit icons, they seem to be a lot more professional than what they are on the field of battle, but not too shabby, if I do say so myself. We should be able to put our enemy to the sword quite quickly. Archers as well. It looks like we've even got some Hungarian sigils there. There's one here as well. That's cool. Alrighty, well, we've got our second force ready to push over here if need be. And I wonder if the spearmen over on the far side are going to drag or basically distract any enemy forces. Only time will tell. So let's move you into a more favourable position. We'll get you to push this way to open up another flank. And then we'll get basically everyone else to go gadget. Let's hit them and hit them hard. Give out the siege equipment orders. So we're nice and quick up on the initiative. And let's go. Alright, let's move my archers up as well to rain fire and death upon the enemy. The more we can skirmish out, the better. So everyone's moving up. We'll try and move my swordsmen as well adequately as well. So, our reinforcements have arrived. The Hungarians are here. Never fear, Hungary is here. They've got some professional heavy knights. They're going to be able to run down the lightly armoured cavalry. And they've had a couple of wars early on in this series, so these guys might be slightly battle-hardened than the fresh Serbs. Okay, the enemy approaches. So, it does look like my spearman distraction has slightly worked. Let's try and get some pot shots over the top. It does look... Yeah, oh, they do seem to be hitting me. Well, at least they know I'm here. So let's make sure we get out of archer range, because we've only lost 3 men. Lucky I caught that. But they're already skirmishing there as well. Okay, cool. So my archers are now in range, and we're actually raining fire and death upon them. Archers, take aim! Take aim! Please don't take too long. Loose! God damn it, loose! There we go. I want to try and time it right. So we should be able to get some skirmishers over the top. Yeah, look at these guys. They're not even that heavily armoured, boiled leather and whatnot. Right, they're moving up here as well. Reinforcements are now coming quick, fast, and we are as well. Keep moving, lads. Auga, auga. Oh, some archer units pushed up there. So we'll try and continue to skirmish them out over the top. Aiming for... yeah, like that group and this group is probably our best bet. Hit those skirmishers there as well. And actually try and hit these guys over there. They do seem to be trying to skirmish us out a bit as well. Oh, they're probably doing alright as well. Keep your shields up nice and high, lads. Does look like the Hungarians are moving some forces closer up. And these guys are getting a bit of a batter in there already. We're still managing to drag some forces away, which is good. My spearmen can hold here for now. So total, we have 3,800. They have 3,500. The enemy is attacking our ally. Okay. Why are the Hungarians pushing their forces up there? Bloody madmen. We haven't even breached the wall yet, and they're already sending up their cavalry. Right, we've killed 30 of their peltasts. Importantly, we've only killed 3 of those and 7 of those. So we seem to be hitting them. We've used 10% of our archer ammunition, which isn't the best. Okay, we'll keep our forces up and close enough. The enemy gates have been destroyed. Fantastic. So let's push up through the breach. And we could send an additional force, but I think we'll wait. Okay, so it does look like these militia seem to be flat-footed, and they're going to give away control. That's pretty crazy. Push for it then. I'll get my archers here to reallocate their fire. Let's send more guys in, because they've given control of the gateway there. We could even get cavalry in nearly. We're a little bit funneled, though, because of this here. Alright, so we're fighting the javelins. Make sure you hit this. There's actually a lot more on this far side. Alright, you push this. They're struggling a tad. And you push for that as well. Okay. We'll make sure these guys come in. They're fighting them. Okay, you need to hit like these archers here. And you need to probably hit this cavalry. So what I want to do here is make a strong long front line, if I can, just to hold this gateway and get it under our control. Because we seem to be getting hit here. And have we not taken the gateway? No, we haven't there. These skirmishers are really getting us out. I'm actually going to have to swing these spearmen here, because I am surprised how somewhat inefficient these guys are. Medium melee, they're just getting sniped out a bit. I'm surprised how weak they are. Alright, continue to deal with them. You continue to deal with this. Yeah, those skirmishers are doing really well against us. Right, you continue into the likes of that. Continue to phase this out. Get you guys in over the top. You continue to go for something like this. Okay, you need to try and break that through. Well, you go for this and you go for that. Get you up and over the wall. We've actually lost this point here. So, you've gone too close to the wall there, I'm afraid. If we can somehow get this open and get cavalry inside, that's what we're better off doing. Okay, they seem to be gone now. Hit this. You hit that. They're swinging around now. Alright, let's form my archers and try and skirmish this. Be a little bit even on one side. Yeah, they're getting absolutely smashed there. Alright, these swordsmen still continue to fire into that. You hit these guys further around the back. Try and break this so we can pierce this front, because these archers are just sitting and hitting us here with impunity. Yeah, we actually... Whoa. 400 men. I just sort of panicked a bit. It could be a lot worse, I guess. Spearmen stuff there. I think we can try and push this. Right, get the cavalry in. It's not bad. It's a good idea to try and push. Right, you continue to hit this. You continue to try and hit that. Try and push and eliminate them. We might even be able to get around the back. It's just their skirmishes. They started skirmishing me out here. Can we somehow reach these back guys here? Is that possible? Okay, good. We seem to be taking the southern wall here. Oh, one unit is routing now, and the Hungarians are slowly but surely coming towards us. We're breaking down that barricade in the center. We've got to be careful of these archers sitting back, relaxing, and sort of isolating us a bit. Alright, let's move and redeploy my archers slightly. And it's probably time to move in the cavalry as well. We need to rout, destroy Vlad the Impaler's ancestors. So we've got a nice little surrounding tactic here. Yep, and they're basically routed. Oh, I've got to be careful there though. Oh, the barricade is now down. And I reckon we should nearly send cavalry right up through the guts of it. Alright, the Hungarians are slowly but surely making to the walls as well. That unit has been officially routed. So we've got some spearmen on the left. There seems to be... Okay, a couple units sitting back here. 2 engaging them, that's fine. We still need to try and flank and get these spear around. It's probably a bad... hindsight, 2020. Time will tell, I guess. Alright, we can push into these archers here now. We just got to be careful when they start, like I mentioned, intertwining those spearmen into them, which can cause some problems. Okay, try and get my archers to hit these guys further at the back. We do want to try and to avoid friendly fire where we can. So 4 units are pushing, a unit of skirmishers here, we've broken them. 2 units of spearmen and a unit of horse archers. These guys on the right are doing okay, and in the center here, those spearmen have gotten way too close for my liking to my cavalry. So let's try and pull and redeploy back. The Hungarian General is in here now. Oh, and some of my swordsmen have been flanked. They are just not very missile resistant. Oh god, even they're getting a little bit smashed here. Man, the archers are just raining fire and death upon us. Like, these guys are sitting here, but we need to push up. These arrow fire, man, I can't wait to see the casualties sustained and casualties inflicted. So we've only got about 3,000 left. We've done about half of theirs. My cavalry's relocating now. The Hungarians are coming in. Thank God they're actually here. Oh, the center's broken. God damn it. I'm used to the heavier Crusader variant. I'm gonna have to run through the stats maybe after this. But these guys, from what I seem to see, they've got very poor missile resistance as a basis. And with just the amount of archer spam Vlad's ancestors that are rolling with, we're going to reallocate my archers. And those towers coming in, we've lost a couple casualties. As long as we don't lose the entirety of too many units, we'll be alright with Total War Attila's automatic replenishment. Okay, still continuing to push. Oh, they're breaking in the center here now. We've got this in the bag. They're now breaking on the far left, so we're going to be able to push into the town square. We're going to be victorious, it just might take a little bit longer than what I would like. Alright, let's reformat my cavalry. I don't know why. They like routed to melee engaged archers drawing their short swords. Let's try reallocate this. Make sure we get those guys in the center. We'll try and flank with the next. So, when is this mod going to be released? I started Let's Playing this campaign, the Byzantine one, at the start of the year. It's now been like 7 months. Now, I personally don't know when this mod is going to be released, and I don't think they know either, to be perfectly honest. So, I don't know any time frame whatsoever. Alright. I couldn't honestly say. There are tester applications in the Discord, but you have to meet certain requirements and stuff. So make sure you read before spam and shit. Right, in the 1212 Discord. It might be invite only, no, I don't know. But there is a Discord. Okay, so the Hungarians are now pushing the center square. My cavalry is hitting some of their skirmishers. And we're getting some decent archer fire over the top. The Hungarians are sitting further back, raising the Hungarian banner. But yeah, they're just sitting back, relaxing and raining fire and death upon me. Their archer fire dragging countless walled arrow towers as well. They seem to have pretty good axemen. I need to check in the stats if these guys have like an insane missile buff. Yeah, some of these guys are heavy. Look at this guy. This is a heavy bow cav. Alright, we've got my swordsman now flanking the town square. And we'll reallocate you guys to the center. The Hungarians have taken that, so we can push from the capture flag and get them from behind. My spearmen are now here as well. So we have 2 spearmen in operation, 5 units of active swordsmen, 4 units of archers and cavalry coming in. But yeah, guys, let me know in the comments where you'd like me to expand and conquer. I want to conquer the Balkans for myself, make a massive Serbian, Slavic super state, bring the Balkans under one control, a Yugoslavia, if you will. Alright, we're surrounding the general here now. The Hungarian heavy cavalry is giving them a run for their money. And on that note, the enemy general is dead. Radu is deadu. Right, there's some more archers further at the back. Even those light skirmishers are really holding down my melee cav, which is a bit nuts. Like I said, I'm sort of used to Templar, Hospitaller knights, rather than these sort of weaker orthodox units. But no matter, we'll be fine. God is with us, for God is a Serb. Isn't that the meme? Right, we'll run down the skirmishes here, and we'll continue to push further at the back here as well. The countdown hasn't quite been initiated just yet. Alright, so once we get rid of these guys, I think we'll look towards Bulgaria, potentially Croatia. Oh, my cavalry's been routed! It's just those archers, man. Like that, like what the fuck? 3 units of archers. A heavy cavalry, maybe that might have done it as well. Because these guys are medium. We're going to try and fall them back. Yeah, we need to take, obviously, Belgrade, the current capital of Serbia. But that region of, like, Pannonia is heavily under the control and cusp of the Hungarian Empire. So we might need to wait a little bit before engaging them. The countdown has been initiated. So we've roughly got about 15 minutes for this fight. About 100 seconds remaining. And thank God for the Hungarians coming up and helping us for this one. I don't know if we would have been able to do it. Victory! We have victory here today. The Serbian-Hungarian coalition has defeated Radu here today. So we deployed 2,770 with King Stefan, losing 1,103. General Bank deployed 1,090, losing 174. Radu deployed 3,500, and lost 2,084. Looking at most of them, their archers did really well. 92, 90, 69, 43. Oh god, even the heaviers did well as well. Looking at our swordsmen, whoa, seeing as they took a lot of casualties, they've actually performed okay. 290, 132. Archers did alright as well, 99, 89. My cavalry could have performed a bit better. So we lost, along with our ally, 1.3. What's that? 60, 100, 200, 300. So they probably knocked out 300 there. So double it for the garrison that we can't see, 600. So I still reckon half of our casualties, just quickly looking at the math, about 600 of them, maybe a couple more give or take, couple hundred give or take, have been taken out by arrow towers. Like, that's just nuts. They're still basically like machine guns in this game. But welcome to the campaign map. We have taken our first settlement of the series. We've lost 1 unit of cavalry there, 2 units of knights, but that's alright. Seeing it was a defensive siege, we had to push, and these guys had skirmisher and archer supremacy. And it's my first time testing out the Grand Duchy of Serbia. We do want to try and form and reforge the Kingdom of Serbia at some point. So we've taken our first settlement here in Carpathia, and the Hungarians now border us as well. We have victory here today. Let's dive into some quick amounts of recruitment. We still have Nisha, our capital, of course. Okay guys, welcome to the top of the turn. Right, so we have 17 units left. We want to dive into some further recruitment, but here are the stats for our men. 30 melee, 30 damage. Yeah, block chance is 30. I don't know if that's crazy high or low. I can't remember the stats of the Jerusalem Knights, but maybe it was just a bit of a culmination of things. Alright, everything's still alright in our territories here. We've got some unassigned skills with King Stefan. Authority's really good. It's always best to go for their sort of base ancillary before you go down bureaucrat. If you're a governor or tactician and motivator, getting that campaign buff and movement speed. If you are a commanding general, we want to eventually go down to legend because that gets you some really good buffs. So we'll do that for now. Diplomacy wise, we still have a military alliance with the Hungarians, and we are at war with the Ayyubids and Mecca. Bulgaria to the south, we could potentially go against them in the next episode. Let me know in the comments, but they are our Bulgarian brethren. However, it will be easier to conquer and convert as they are Orthodox Christian. They already are at war with a lot of enemies, so they're heavily outnumbered from all sides. Us declaring war upon them will add a third front against Epirus, the Latin Empire. Maybe we should go against Epirus, I don't know, Croatia. Let me know in the comments below. Okay, so we're still getting some more units on the way. Oh, I actually only got 3 units of cavalry. I need that 4. And then we have Prince Stefan here in our capital, getting some more spearmen. So maybe pushing down to Skopje, getting that gold mine might be crucial. I believe even Bulgaria has more resources. We've still got to keep an eye on Belgrade and the Belgrade, I nearly called it, the Hungarians to the north. Unfortunately, guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comment section down below your feedback for the series, and if you'd like to see more, that's the best way to ensure more content. Leave a dislike if you're not enjoying the series. Check out my social media links if you want to stay connected with me. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all in the description below. Highly recommend Twitter. Every single time I post a video, a tweet goes out. It's much more reliable than the YouTube sub box. These days, to get all the notifications for the channel, you have to click the bell, of course, to join the notifications squad. I do enjoy reading those comments. Patreon and merchandise link in the description below, along with the Steam group. Come and join the community on Steam. And on that note, unfortunately, I have to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching once again. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Go out and have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. Goodbye.